it's your boy, Paulus Harris, aka Chris Hawk. Hey, you go fun. This is your first time tuning in. Go ahead. Hit the doggone subscribe button. Hit notification bell. Every time I post some new content. In the words of the late, great Jackie Gleason, aka Sheriff Buford T. Justice, what we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law. Right? Everybody's been talking about it, so I said, well, shit, you know what? This is one time that I'm going to actually really just be and I'll put my little 2 cents in on this whole thing about these two. Right? Shout out to Hannibal is Hungry. Right? So y'all go check this guy out. So I'm gonna let this run. This is what, 12 minutes. So I'm gonna try not to say anything, but y'all already know how the crazy uncle do shit. So, well, for some of y'all, it's too early for a tasted beverage, right? But hey, it is what it is. So go get your tasted beverage, sit back, watch the video, and enjoy whatever the fuck happens. Let's go.
Doctor, when somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's her colleagues? Where's she a doctor at? Because I've done the research.
And it was what?
I don't see doctor nowhere. If somebody is a doctor, they will be proud to show you, I'm a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She can't do it. She just says it. This is a fantasy that woman is living.
Why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals.
This is happening to Cheyenne Bryant because women are jealous of her. Period.
Now, this right here, what he says is like, if this ain't the, hey, Cheyenne, come holler at your boy. Don't worry, I believe in you. Type deal. That motherfucker trying to clap cheeks. But, and you know, that's just me talking, right? But come on now, y'all. Let's y'all. I'm a little crazy. I'm just telling y'all for what it's worth.
Point blank, end of story.
We're back talking about Dr. Umar Johnson. You know, we're still waiting for that school to open, right? Anyway, he's back on my radar, and obviously for not anything good. He's out here riding hard for a woman who cannot demonstrate that she is actually a doctor. So today we're going to look at it and see what kind of weird excuses this man has to protect this chick. I guess maybe he's trying to shoot a shot. Who knows? Let's get into it. So if you don't know who Cheyenne Bryant is, let me give you the quick rundown. She goes by Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She's a life coach, podcast personality, bestseller, author, and she's been on tons of shows. If you've been on YouTube, you've probably seen a clip of her somewhere, or even on Facebook, Instagram. She's been on Shannon Sharp. She's been on Cam Newton. She's been on Joe Budden. She's positioned herself as a psychology expert for the culture. Beautiful woman, great presence on camera. Kind of follows what we see when these gurus, they look good, but then when it comes down to it, do they actually have the credentials they say they have? For a while, a lot of people wasn't really checking her credentials really hard. There were some people, and I just showed you right here with Corey Holcomb, there were people saying that she wasn't a doctor, but for some reason, people didn't care. That was the brand. She was able to do what she wanted to do, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But people really started to question whether she was a real doctor or not. And that's why when she went on The Breakfast Club, things started to unravel.
If I chose to go get a license as an LMFT, I have my master's in marriage and child therapist. I have my hours. I can just take that and say, hey, let me submit these for licensure. And I want to go sit for my exam, and all I have to do is study. I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology to go get licensed as a therapist.
So she presented herself as a doctor of psychology, running sessions, giving therapeutic advice, charging people, and her explanation for why she doesn't have a license is because of the billing. Obviously, that is not how licensing works. Licensing is how the state verify that you are qualified and accountable to do the things that you say you can do. It protects.
Okay, so this whole psychology expert, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Okay, where are your credentials? Well, I don't have them. Well, but see, now I'm not defending this one for what I'm about to say, but I know how some of y'all may take this, right? But all what the fuck a diploma or your doggone what am I trying to say here? Whether it's a diploma, any piece of paper that has anything to do with education, I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's straight up bogus. It's bullshit. Because let's just look at it. Look at it like this, right? Because see, I can sit up here right now and tell you that I got that I got a motherfucking doctorate in etymology, psychology, and sociology. I can tell you all that right now, right? You know, and a lot of y'all don't even know what the fuck etymology is, you know, but but all what I'm saying is hold on, I'm trying to look at something right fast. Okay. Yeah, so and see this is what the fuck I'm talking about right here, right? So I just looked up the word, I looked up the etymology of the word diploma. And basically all it is just a folded piece of paper. Right? So let's keep that in mind. Let's just keep that in mind. A folded piece of paper. All right. So hold on. Piece of paper. Right? And as you can see, it's already been folded. So I can like say, I can put any goddamn thing on this piece of paper and fold it up and say, congratulations, you have completed all of the qualifications of the class that you just took. And so, but what I'm trying to say is this. If you look at education, right? It's you going off of what the fuck somebody else done told you. Because they're gonna tell you one thing, they're gonna tell you, okay, listen. You read the sentence, right? Said the baby 40, right? And you're like, okay, and then another motherfucker said, well, the baby flagellant or whatever. It's the same shit, right? Well, how you know the baby 40? Right? What did the baby do? Right? After the baby 40. You know, so basically what I'm trying to tell y'all there. Don't none of these Dr. Johnson, Dr. Bryant, anybody else, right? Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. But y'all want to clown this bitch, right? You know. Wait a minute. Let's go.
The public, but okay, she said what she said. Then people started to dig deeper, not just on the license, but the doctorate herself, because her claims that she got her PhD from Aragosi University. I think I'm pronouncing it right. And then the story gets really interesting.
I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school.
So her story is like this. She completed the doctorate program at this university, but when she went back to get her transcripts, the school had already shut down. The third-party records keeper only holds records for 2 years. She was past that window, so now there's no way to verify it. But here's what we know as fact. This university, Aragosi University, lost its accreditation back in March 2019 and closed permanently. Now, did she finish before that closure? She says yes, but here's the thing, and the Joe Button crew pointed this out that she never really answered.
If you wrote a PhD dissertation,
are they saying it's been looked up and posted all over the internet that they do indeed hold the records for more than 2 years?
Yes, I've never heard of that. And there's a third party that holds all doctoral records. I think the best thing to do to disprove this is just post your dissertation. Just post your dissertation. That's the easy thing. If all the records went away, I could show people the dissertation.
Simple, clean, yet she has not done it. If you wrote a dissertation, you have a copy of it. You don't need the school's records to post your own dissertation. That's on you. And she has not done that.
With the questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees. And my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles. It's in how effective I've been. All of my sessions have been live for the most part. My sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see, right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was prior to seeing all of my.
Listen, people. Fuck it. I already know that ain't nobody finna invite the crazy uncle on any podcast anytime soon. Right? And so basically, now how she's talking now, right? Hell, anybody could get up. Hell, anybody could go on anybody's podcast. You be talking, and then just know that before the interview is over, some real shit is gonna be said. Right? Now, you want to actually like really want to say that okay, well, that's therapeutic, then hey, by all means. So you said it. So I'm just like this, right? So you're a psychiatrist. You got your degree in psychology. So you're a therapist. So here's the thing. I know I said this once before, right? Are you a therapist or are you the rapist? Right? Y'all see what I just did there, right? Are you a therapist or are you the rapist? Right? And so, I mean, because there's no, both of them gonna fuck you, they gonna do something to you that's gonna fuck you up mentally. Just like say, I used to like when I was in the army, you know, because everybody was taking college courses and all that kind of shit. And so they were like, well, sorry, Harris, why you don't? I was like, I ain't trying to deal with nobody once I get out the army. And then somebody said, because at one point I did, like, believe it or not, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna study psychology, right? And then I'm gonna be a psychiatrist, right? But then I heard up and tossed that idea away because I'll be like, you fucked up. Why did you even show up? Right? I got my own goddamn problems to deal with. Why? I got my own problems to deal with. Why the fuck I'm gonna listen to somebody else's shit? Okay? So, I mean, but I think to be perfectly honest, I truly honestly believe that in the world of being the world of psychology, that's about the biggest joke ever. I mean, because think about it. You go see, you go talk to somebody that's gonna charge you out the ass about your problems. When 9 times out of 10 is something that you could have did yourself, right? People ask for advice on a daily basis. That don't necessarily mean that you're gonna take what the fuck somebody else done told you, right? So why even have that? Why even have psychology as a goddamn profession? What you studying it for? A lot of you motherfuckers still don't know how the human brain works, and then you gonna call. I'm gonna cut this thing about it for a minute. A lot of motherfuckers really don't know how the human brain works and why it works the way that it does. Right to this day. Right? But you gonna make a college class out of it. I mean, you know, and then they gonna give you that little bullshit ass paper, right? Cause think about it for a minute. If I told you like this, say the crazy uncle invented all this shit, right? And I'll tell you word for word how to get this shit done, right? And then you can put like this, you can fold it and package it up and send it to everybody, right? Now, what the hell I just told you is actual, factual, it's the real deal. But watch somebody go and change their shit around. They'll be like, ooh, I don't like this word here. Let's do this, let's do that. And so for the most part, and this is in any subject, don't nobody actually really know the original recipe. Okay? So I'm just like, okay, if she feel like this, if she want to call her damn self a doctor, then goddamn it, the old crazy uncle, I'm gonna be a doctor too. Right? I ain't gonna charge you a motherfucking thing, though. Right? I mean, put like this. I'm a sucker for good conversation. I'll give you that much. Okay, we can sit down, we can have a conversation. Hey, guess what? Let's go. Let's do the damn thing. But it's just like, okay, you know. But the thing about it though, I to be perfectly honest, I just think that this is nothing more than a character that she's motherfucking playing. Hollywood put her up to this shit. Okay? I mean, think about it. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of psychiatrists out there, so-called psychiatrists out there, but she the only one that's actually really making any type of noise. Hollywood at its best. Right here. Let's go.
Sessions that were live, and they deemed it, as well as I did before they did it. They can't validate me. I validated myself.
But here comes Dr. Umar Johnson coming in to clean up for Cheyenne Bryant. Mind you, the man has not opened a school yet. He has taken hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations to build this school. Nothing has happened. Many people actually have issues with his credentials, his degrees, but he's here to defend Dr. Bryant. Let's check it out.
For the past 2 weeks, Art, she has been the butt of everybody's internet joke. Here's what I'm going to say. And other doctors of psychology don't agree. Cheyenne Bryant having or not having a doctorate does nothing to my doctorate, Art. It does nothing to my career. It does nothing to my profession. I don't have a need to investigate her.
And there it is right there. You can see this problem in one sentence. He came on camera for almost 9 minutes to defend this person, but you have no need to investigate her. Dude, you are a doctor of psychology. You should understand better than most people when it comes to holding that title. You know what it costs. You know what the training that requires. You know what the public trust attached to that title means. And your response to credible...
He trying to get some pussy. Plain and simple. Right?
Questions about whether she actually earned this title is, I don't need to look into it. You're not really defending her. You're more like you're covering for her. That's the difference. A real defense would be, I looked at the evidence. Here's what I found. And here's why I believe her. What he gave us was, I don't care enough to check. That's not really integrity. That is just some kind of loyalty over the truth.
I don't have a need to slander her, to belittle her, to malign her, to assault her. I don't have no need to do anything against that Black woman because she hasn't hurt anybody.
She hasn't hurt anybody. So that's the bar now. She hasn't hurt anybody. Let me be clear about what's actually happening here. This person marketed herself as a doctor of psychology. She's conducting what looked like therapeutic sessions on camera with celebrities, reaching millions of people. She is giving psychological and relationship advice under a title she may not have earned. When people seek out a doctor for mental health guidance, they're often in a very vulnerable place. They trust that title. They trust that somebody verified this person is qualified. That trust is the whole foundation. If the title is fake, you've already done harm. Even if no one has filed a complaint yet, harm doesn't always show up immediately. And that idea of she hasn't hurt anybody is not a credential check. It's more like a prayer.
She is a life coach, Art, and you don't have to be certified or have a doctorate or a license to be a life coach. She ain't misdiagnosed nobody. She ain't done no clinical work without a...
Okay, so... And see, that's another thing too, right? Life coach. Really? I'm just like, okay, not to say that just because you get to a certain age, right? That okay, you got everything figured out. You got everything figured out, right? So, but what works for you may not work for the next person. So again, being a life coach, yeah, kill that shit too, right? So because I'm 53 years old, right? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant or this fucker here can't neither one of them tell me nothing, right? Don't I mean, ain't nothing out there that whether so-called Dr. Umar Johnson and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, can't none of them motherfuckers tell me nothing that I don't already know. Right? Because it's just like what I just told you, right? Every subject known to man, right? That somebody said, ooh, let's go put this in the curriculum, in the educational system, right? And so for the most part, I really wish that I could find that one clip of Tulsa King. And Sylvester Stallone, he actually really said it best. He says in the corporate world, right? People don't give a damn about, they don't give a damn about, that you didn't graduated from high school. You graduated from high school with honors. You graduated from college with honors. Right? They were like, okay, yeah, good for you, right? But the thing about it though is this. You had from the time that you started kindergarten, or even or they even got pre-K now. So then you can say, so from the time that you started pre-K, kindergarten, and then plumb up until you graduate high school, right? And really pay attention to what the fuck I'm gonna tell y'all, because I heard it. I can't tell you how many times that I've heard it when I was in school. Them teachers, they always say, what you do now or what you don't do now will fuck you up, will either fuck you up or make you a success later on down the road. Because they just looking at this stuff like, okay, you came to school every day, right? You did what the fuck you were supposed to do. Now we're going to give you a little bullshit ass piece of paper. Okay, that's good. Good for you. Now you go to college. Same thing, right? I mean, yeah, they got the diploma or you got your little bullshit degree, right? But it's just for the simple fact that for however long that you stayed in college, You showed your ass up every day, right? Did what you were supposed to do. Now you got your little bullshit paper. Now you gotta go out there in the job. Same thing. They ain't looking at they give 3 shits and a lovely good goddamn about that paper there. They just looking at sit back, okay, oh. So you went to college. You graduated from high school. Okay. Congratulations. You hired. They ain't fucked about your goddamn. They listen, they are not, the corporate world is not fucked up. What you have a degree in. They just looking for somebody to put in their goddamn work, right? I'm telling y'all how this shit go, right? Let's finish out.
License.
So he's technically right. You don't need a degree to be a life coach. Life coaching is unregulated. Anybody can do it. And here's the thing. If Cheyenne Bryant just called herself a life coach from day one, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Nobody would be coming after her. Life coaches give advice. Life coaches write books. Life coaches do podcasts. That's fine. Many of them do pretty well financially. But that's not what she did. She put doctor in front of her name. She built an entire brand on that title. She used that title to get on the Breakfast Club, to get on Shining Sharp, to position herself as an accredited expert above the average content creator. The title was the product. And if the title wasn't real, then the product is fake. Dr. Umar just accidentally made the case against her.
I believe that Black women, I'm going to call the kettle black. Some men too, but mostly Black women are attacking her out of jealousy. They are jealous of her looks.
Really? Okay. So again, okay. Okay.
They are jealous of her life coaching career. They are jealous of her podcast success. They wish they were in her position.
A very common tactic for Dr. Umar to say something like this. So anybody who questions her is just jealous. That's the move. It's a really classic deflection. Take a legitimate accountability question and reframe it as a character attack on the people asking the question. It's the same playbook every grifter runs. They're just haters. They're just jealous. They don't want to see me win. But here's what's interesting. The people asking the sharpest questions, the ones who really opened the situation about her credentials, included actual licensed psychologists. You know, those people who actually do the real work. These are not jealous people on the internet.
Okay, so again, this whole psychology thing, psychiatrists, right? But like this, people, I've always said this. In the world of medicine, right? The only true thing that any doctor, whether you're a psychiatrist, whatever, right? The only thing that these motherfuckers know how to do is put your ass to sleep. Tell me if I'm wrong. 21 years, United States Army. I suffered from PTSD, right? All that shit, what they got me in there taking, it's only going to do one goddamn thing to me. It's either going to calm me the fuck down or it's going to put me to sleep. Or actually really create side effects in other areas. And I told them this. Hey, look, medicine worked fantastic. I ain't been this calm in years. Well, guess what? My dick don't get hard no more. Now, as a man, you hear that, and then they're like, well, damn, you might want to stop taking the pills. So this, you know, not to say that 53 is old. It is not old, right? But guess what? Crazy Uncle Dick still get home. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. Right? And I know what a lot of y'all gonna say, well, what about, you know, a lot of people get severe cases. you know, some of the stuff what Dr. Johnson had said in times past, some of the stuff I do agree with, you know, because growing up in the 70s and 80s or whatever, wasn't no talking about no ADHD or any of that shit, right? You know, use a bad little fucker, right? Your mama said, "Hey, sit down," right? You didn't do it. Guess what the fuck is finna happen to you? You finna get you finna find yourself picking yourself up off the damn floor, right? So that's how you have to. Okay. So so that's how you have to look at it. A lot of this stuff that they didn't put in play, right? Because put it like this, look at it like this, y'all. Say you get a little badass kid like I was, right? And I'm just all over the place, right? My mama didn't take me to no damn doctor, right? Kids gonna be kids. They gonna get into shit. You whoop their ass, right? Ooh, he just too hyper, or she just too hyper. It's almost like that shit with Cat Williams said that one time, right? His kid, right? It's all over the place. And so they were just like, okay, well, you know, I can't stop him from being happy, right? So they gave him some really. So that motherfucker went from shoot, and then that shit caught in midair. Right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So again, that's a form of sleep. That's why I said psychological medicine, to do away with the whole goddamn psychology in a goddamn way. Because you some bitches don't know. Y'all been studying this shit. That's why, and then y'all wonder why I said you motherfuckers don't even know how the human brain works. All you know how to do is put a motherfucker to sleep. Come on here.
These are people saying, if you call yourself a doctor in public, show us the receipts. This is not jealousy. It's a reasonable ask. And Dr. Umar spending 9 minutes making this about anything except the actual question.
What they are doing to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is absolutely unacceptable, Art. They are destroying this woman more than Donald Trump. They are destroying this woman more than Candace Owens. They're destroying this woman more than Erica Kirk.
Unacceptable. He said for asking for credential verification is unacceptable. Let me tell you what is actually unacceptable. Building a brand on a title you can't verify is unacceptable. Telling a national television audience that's on a Breakfast Club that you're clearing the record once and then not actually clearing it.
For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a fuck what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that shit. Because I don't give a fuck about it. Now, to my doc squad, my fan base, my folks.
Saying I'm not here to prove anything to anybody when the public is the anybody that you're marketing yourself to, that is unacceptable. Accountability is not character assassination. Asking someone to show their degree is not a lynching. It's just a regular day. It's a Tuesday. What day is? Thursday as I'm recording this. The fact that Dr. Umar, a man who spent decades demanding respect for Black intellectual credentials, is out here calling credential questions unacceptable tells you everything about what's really going on here. But let's bring it home. Dr. Umar Johnson, a man who has taken millions of dollars in donations to build a school that does not exist, a man who has faced his own accusations of credential inflation and degree fraud going back years, this is a man whose own credibility is a matter of public debate. And he's the one riding the hardest for Cheyenne Bryant. You know what they call that? Peak clarity. Because birds of a feather just don't flock together, they cover for each other. Here's the bottom line here. Cheyenne Bryant could have built her entire career as a life coach with no degree required. She had everything she needed. She could speak well. She seems charismatic, good communicator, and obviously she's attractive. She could have done all this without the doctor title, but she chose this title because it gave her authority that she didn't want to earn the hard way. She used it to open doors to the Breakfast Club, to all these podcasts, to these celebrity clients, And now people are asking her to back it up, and she's saying she doesn't have to prove anything. And Umar is saying asking that question is unacceptable. That doesn't make any sense, but that's par for the course when you're dealing with Dr. Umar Johnson. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Thank you for taking.
Okay, y'all. So he gave his little spiel. I gave my little spiel, but again, a lot of this stuff. Like I say, it all of it is bogus, if you ask me, right? Because again, it's just one of those deals that, okay, what are we actually really doing here? We just going off of what the fuck somebody else just said. They put it in a book, and they decide they want to make it part of the doggone college curriculum. I mean, that's basically all what the fuck it is. We really don't know. I mean, a lot of y'all really don't know if this shit is true or not, right? Because people don't like doing research. And this is something I've been saying for years, right? And this is across the board. It ain't always got to be about education, so-called education. You can do this like with the any type of religion or so-called faith or whatever, right? Motherfuckers be like, I'm gonna give you a bag, right? Now run with it, right? And a lot of you motherfuckers, y'all will do that. Y'all don't run with y'all won't ask no questions or nothing. You don't even know what's in the damn bag. But while that one person was trying to explain to you, hey, run with the bag, you ask questions. Guess what? That motherfucker, he done took his knife and he done, then cut a hole in the bag. So let's just say for shits and giggles that what's in the bag ain't nothing but a whole bunch of explosives. And he just turned loose the gunpowder. You say, run. You take off, go to run, right? And then after a while, you're going to stop. You're like, what the fuck am I running for? Let me see what the hell is in this bag. And so when you open it up, pow, and it blew up in your face. All because you too busy listening to what somebody done told you. You ain't tried to do no type of research on any of this shit. And then just like I said, this is Hollywood, Hollywood people, right? Right? If like this, if she a doctor, fine. If not, oh well, right? Look at all of the followers that this woman has. Right? Whether they liking her because of her looks, or whether they liking her because they feel like that she know what the fuck she talking about, or a combination of both. All right? But just know this. Neither one of them can't, Dr. Johnson or Dr. Bryant, they can't tell the crazy uncle nothing. To be perfectly honest, I'm smarter than both of them motherfuckers. Right? Because I know how this shit works. Right? So I suggest y'all try to figure this shit out yourself, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, guess what the fuck y'all can do? Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your dad, tell your birthday, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, your papa, motherfucker next door across the street, around the corner. Follows Harris, aka Crazy Uncle. I'm gonna holler at y'all.